Hey there, welcome to day 2262 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey originally as I came online from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Then my vision tanked a couple years after I came online, became legally blind, and it's kind of a pain, but it's still the internet allows me, and digital opportunities and technology these days allows me to still function pretty dang well. So every day I create a couple of pieces of content. The first is to warm my voice up in the morning, actually, is why I began doing it. And sometimes I'm still in that video, but it's our annual challenge. And so this year's annual challenge is the Let's Grow annual challenge. And we are applying the SOAP framework tomorrow to an area of physical growth. The Let's Grow annual challenge is all about doing one thing every day to grow in the different areas and aspects of our life. And I use a life framework for my life, so I share that with other people so that they can have a tool that will help them to take some of the crazy chaos out of our lives and add a little bit of structure. You don't have to have a lot of structure. You can create as little or as much structure as you want for your life. But I know I need at least a framework or a little structure for my life, or things get out of control pretty quickly because life is changing and unexpected and sometimes just plain chaos. So we're going to apply the SOAP framework tomorrow to an area of physical growth. We're focusing on our physical growth, our physical environment, our physical bodies, our physical health and nutrition, and all those things this month. And as such, we're picking one area, and I picked my area. Mine is exercise, the big E word. E word should be a 4-letter word in my mind. But I picked that, which means activity and movement for me, because I've had arthritis since my 20s. So I learned pretty early on, by the time before I was 30 anyway, that I had to move every single day. I had to get up and get moving. No matter how much it hurts, you got to get up and get moving, because the more you move, the easier it is to move. Not probably for everybody, but it works for me. So we have to learn to do what works for us. For Supersize Your Business today, I shared an UX strategy, a user experience strategy, and different components of that we can all apply to our businesses to make our businesses grow faster and easier, because that's what we're in business for in the first place, right? We are in business to solve problems or serve people or help them do something they want to do in some way, shape, or form. Almost everyone I know that's in business is in business for a reason like that. And as long as you're in business for a reason like that, enhancing your user experience, making sure that they're having a great experience through different, I shared about 6 different ways, is critical, because it's something that we should build into our business systems anyway and into our culture. And it pays back tenfold whatever we would put into it, because serving people and making their experience with us a good, positive one. And I might have gone off a little bit in this one today too. I guess some days I have more energy to editorialize or pontificate, I like to call it, than on other days. And today seems to be one of those. Probably because I slept in late and got a late start today. What else is going on? Working on Sundays are my day to plan the next week's content and make sure that I've got it nailed down. I actually I haven't done it, but I've started to formalize it, because doing an annual challenge and committing to it at the beginning of the year, knowing that I have to do it because I committed to it, means I have to have content every day, and I have to have content every day. I usually don't have a calendar in January. I'm being really honest about my process. And by February, I realize I got to have a calendar, and I at least have to have topics, like a keyword for topics, mapped out for the month ahead. Now, I know that if I were to get my calendar's upstairs, but if I were to get my calendar and show you, you would see that there are about 8 or 9 days of this month still that I have not written in what's my overarching topic going to be today. I'm getting through the SOAP framework, which is this week's content. And during the week this week, I will come up with, and I will fill that in, because it's important for me to at least be able to look at my calendar. If life is busy, or if I'm really, really busy, and I'm traveling a lot right now for some personal reasons to help out a family member. So I need to have my content mapped out and scheduled ahead of time. So I will make sure I do that this week. And I'll probably do this month and next month, just to cut myself some slack, so I don't have to fret about it or stress about it if the day gets busy and gets away from me. And then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, well, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? I always find a way to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I think if you follow me for any amount of time at all, you know that that's usually not a problem for me. At least that's what my kids tell me. All right. That's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. Another slow connection.